11 was incredible. They set us up real well there. I don't know what the bill was, but they comped everything. And
Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast, brought to you by BetMGM. I am your host, Dan Powers, and alongside me, a man who believes in two things. One, aliens. Two, not letting Monday ruin your Sunday. Chris Powers.
As always, Dan. Great one. Really great one, Dan. I believe in more than that even, I think. But those are two pillars. Two absolute pillars.
You have nothing in your life that is a foundational belief more than those two things.
Maybe true. Maybe true.
I'll tell you.
Have to put that together a list.
I had one of the best Sundays of my life last Sunday. That's true. I'm not being overly hyperbolic. That is true. Continued Sunday sandwiches. Went to a place called Mama's 2. It was remarkably delicious. And then also, I was just buzzing the whole time knowing that we have Sam Bennett on the pod today.
Oh, dude. Because, sometimes with the guest interviews happen right before, but sometimes they're like recorded, ahead of time. So we've just been sitting on this, dude. We've just been sitting on this gold mine.
Knowing that I got to drop this bomb today. I woke up... You know that meme? People are seeing that meme going around where it's like that like weird blue blob like going to bed and he's all like happy and he's like kicking and screaming and people are like going to bed knowing I get to wake up and day drink with the boys all day.
Yeah.
That was me going to bed last night knowing that I got to drop the bomb that Sam Bennett, Conn Smythe winner, back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, recent 8x8 contract signer, resident of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is on the pod.
Dude, it was such a treat. It was such a treat. I want to say more about him after. I don't want anyone to wait any longer. Let's kick it to it right now. Everybody, please enjoy this Sam Bennett interview as much as we did. We are joined today by a Holland Landing, Ontario native, a 2013 Halinka Memorial Tournament gold medalist, a 2013 U18 gold medalist, a 2025 Four Nations Face-Off gold medalist, the fourth overall pick of the 2014 draft to the Calgary Flames, a two-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, the 2025 Conn Smythe winner for playoff MVP, and the Jordan Belfort of the National Hockey League. Sam Bennett, welcome to the Empty Netters podcast.
Thank you, boys. I appreciate it. That's probably the best intro I've ever had in my entire life. So
I mean, dude, you're making it better and better and better. That's what's great about it.
That was awesome.
Exactly. A couple more years, it's going to be the whole pod. It's just the intro, dude.
Seriously, I'm going to run out of time. Are you at the cottage right now? Where are you at?
No, I'm just at my house in Toronto right now.
Nice. Yeah. This is nice. Dude, I need to know, because you've had a rip. Obviously, we've talked, everyone's talked about the legendary party rip that you guys went on, but then you had your own wedding, which we'll get to, then Chucky's wedding. It's like, have you touched the ice since that final game?
No, I haven't. And I actually don't plan on touching the ice for probably another week or two. It's been honestly nonstop. Partying and celebrating. There's just so much to celebrate right now. So it's been incredible though. Like we've had this whole year, but just this recent last month has just been insane. But we're really just trying to enjoy every little bit of it, and hopefully we can stop partying soon and start focusing on next season. But a couple more weddings I got this summer, and then I'll dial it back in.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys, you're putting in one hell of a shift. That is for damn sure. But I am curious. You just kind of mentioned it. It's like you had that awesome quote that I'm sure you've seen when you're talking to Swaggy on the bench in the Toronto series, where you're like, I wasn't done playing hockey. But you also have an insanely unique experience of 3 straight years being in the Stanley Cup final. How much of a break do you need after it? And especially after winning, like you've just put your body through everything. And then it's like, I wouldn't mind not lacing up the skates for a little while.
Yeah, you definitely need a break. And I think it's, earlier in my career, I guess when I wasn't playing till June every year, I would be skating June 1st and training 3 times a week. I was on the ice so much. And now, as I get older and I've played way more hockey, I think I've realized how important it is to take a break and step away from being on the ice. I mean, you get back in the gym pretty quickly, but I think it's important to stay off the ice for a little bit. Just give your body a break from all that skating. And with playing hockey till June, I think it doesn't really affect you come training camp time. Like last year, I probably started skating maybe early August. So I only had like a month before training camp started. And I mean, I felt great at training camp. So I'll probably do the same thing this year. And yeah, that's just kind of what I've learned from all my experience.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's the perfect schedule. Just keep winning the cup, and then
I was gonna say it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep doing this if I'll do this forever. I'll do this for another 10 years.
Why not, eh?
This is the best schedule going.
Dude, well, speaking of the break, you and Zoe tied the knot on the 11th, I think it was. Give us
the 5th.
The 5th. Okay, the 5th.
Yeah. It was.
Give us a rundown. Like, where was the wedding? How was it? Who was the greatest performer from the boys at the wedding too?
Yeah, so it was a small wedding. We did it. Zoe's family has property up north and just on a lake there. So we only had about 75 people. Put up a tent there, and it was incredible. I mean, it was like all of our closest, like really close friends that were there, and yeah, we legit tore up the dance floor. I guess they put down like a makeshift dance floor, and it was like torn apart on the floor. Everyone had their shirts off, obviously.
Yep.
I actually don't know who the MVP from the boys was. Chucky was great. Chucky kept trying to lift everyone up, so he was lifting me up. He lifted my dad up. He was lifting Zoe up. So everyone got up on their shoulders. And then at Chucky's wedding, we decided to return the favor, and we got him up there. We got Big Walt up there.
I saw Walt up.
I saw the clip.
I was about to say, this is clearly a Kachuk family tradition.
Yeah,
like,
they're big on it. So we had to keep it going for them. And yeah, that wedding, completely different from our wedding. Ours was 75. Theirs was like 350. But both were incredible. We had a blast at both.
Were those back-to-back weekends, or was there like 1 week in between? Those are kind of right on top of each other.
I think it wasn't back-to-back, because I went away to Hawaii for my honeymoon. Nice, and I came back and went right to Chucky's.
Talk about zero come down from the honeymoon.
Yeah.
It is like, you have your wedding, honeymoon, and then right to Chucky's wedding. That is a rip.
It was right in there. Yeah. How did you guys must have saw a clip of my wedding? I was trying to keep it more low key, but
dude, all we saw was the you and Zoe walking into the dance floor to the Panthers goal song. Like they get the towels going.
Okay, so I gotta talk about that.
I saw Goose waving the towel.
I gotta talk about that. So that wasn't planned. Like me and Zoe did not plan that. I would not have done that.
I was going to ask how you got that past her.
No, and her rule was like no hockey talk at the wedding. Or like we weren't bringing up hockey at the wedding, and our DJ just surprised us with that, and then the clip went viral, and I was just like, oh no, that was not what we wanted to do. But I mean, it was still great. Like everyone loved it. That was, waving their towels and stuff. But that wasn't planned.
Zoe fires the DJ.
A little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everyone loves it. Zoe.
I'm gonna be honest. I was. Yeah, we were both pretty upset with the DJ, but we got over it pretty quickly.
Oh Jesus, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny, how quickly is Brady's shirt off at Chucky's wedding? Because in that clip, it looks like he's the only one with his shirt off. Like, how soon in the night does his tarp come off?
He might have taken his shirt off during the speeches. Like, actually, I don't know. Like, it was so early. It was like we just got finished dinner, and I looked over at him, and his shirt was off, and it was go time. I mean, as soon as the shirt came off, it was go time. But
I'm imagining Brady like giving the best man speech, and he's just slowly starting to unbutton.
Yeah. It was pretty. It was like that. Yeah, it was very similar. Almost happened.
Oh my
That
God.
is so good. And dude, were you at all, because that wedding date was pretty close to the end of the final, so you knew that coming in. Were you like, hey babe, if we make a deep run here again, you're kind of on your own till wedding day?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess when we planned it, we were always told that it wasn't going to go as long as the year before. So we thought we were going to have more time after, and we didn't end up having a ton of time. We were a little bit rushed, but I mean, our planner did pretty much everything for us, so there wasn't a ton to do. But it was right from celebrating with all the boys, right to going home and straight into the wedding weekend.
Yeah, God, so epic.
I'm telling you, man, like this session is truly Hall of Fame stuff. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think this year everyone was just trying to one up what we did last year, and we had a great party the last year, but this year everyone's like, well, we gotta do it bigger this year, and I would say we did that.
Yeah, the three-peat is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
if that happens, we're gonna need some help, I would say, for the after party.
God, so true. To spin it to some hockey stuff, Benny, I really wanted to ask you this because, when you're diving into your story, one of the things that always comes up is the pull-up, right? And it's funny to me because from our POV, literally growing up watching junior hockey, watching you play, it's like you're dominating in the OHL for Kingston. You're named the top prospect in North America. You eventually get taken 4th overall. And I've seen guys who are just sick at hockey. I guess the game's more like this now, but even back then, guys were just sick at hockey. The strength comes. You're like kids. So when that happened, I was like, whatever. But reading
also,
some articles
pull-ups
about
are hard as shit, man. No one talks about that. Pull-ups are hard as shit.
Especially if you're not doing them, Dan. Like if that's not part of your routine. So anyway, reading some articles about you, I guess I didn't consider the backlash from your POV. Like to me, I was like, whatever, dude, he didn't do a pull-up. But you were like, maybe that was more embarrassing than I thought. I saw you'd said some guys like Spezza had reached out. So can you just tell me, like, was that rattling you going into the draft? Like, how did that all feel?
Yeah. So, no, it certainly was rattling. It was tough. You go from being the top prospect, and then next day I was front page of the Toronto Star, me like not being able to do a pull-up, and it was like headline news, and I was still in high school, so like kids in high school were like coming up to me and like chirping me about it, and it was definitely tough. But I mean, there's more to the story than just that. Like I would like to say like, oh, pull-ups didn't matter, like I didn't train back then, but it's not true. Like I was pretty dialed in with my training, and like I've been training for 3 summers already. I definitely could do pull-ups before, and then during that year, I tore my labrum in my shoulder.
Dude. Yeah, I was gonna say you were injured,
and I didn't. So before the combine, like our season ended, I was exhausted. I didn't train before the combine, and they told us we had to do pull-ups, and I was like, oh, I've been able to do pull-ups my whole life. Like, no problem. I'll rip out like 4 or 5 and whatever. Like I didn't really care. Yeah. And like nothing would happen. And then I get to that pull-up bar and I go to pull, and there was no strength. Like I couldn't move. So I was pretty surprised. And after I was like, oh, I don't think anything will come from it. And then definitely heard all the backlash from it. But I mean, I wouldn't change anything now. That's part of my journey, and learn to take some negative criticism and some negative talk. And I definitely needed that because now I hear it a lot as well, and for different reasons. But I think it's just helped me manage things in my life, and so I wouldn't go back and change that. But it was definitely a tough time as a 17, what was I, 17? Probably 17, 18-year-old kid. It was, it was a tough time back there for sure.
For sure. Is it true that you actually talked to Jason Spezza about that after that happened? Yeah,
I did. Actually, he was the first guy. I had known him I'd met him a couple times from training, but he actually reached out to my agent, got my number from my agent, gave me a call, and that was huge. Like I definitely needed that at the time. He reached out and just said all the right things, made me feel way better about myself after. And another person that actually helped in that, it was Don Cherry, went on Coach's Corner.
Wow.
Actually, and said something about it, how it didn't matter, like I was still didn't change the player I was or anything. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of really great people in the hockey world that reached out and consoled me in that moment. So that was really cool.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
And also the best part, Benny, is that now you just get to tell people that you're more into shoulder press with the comeback. And it's the greatest comeback.
Nice, Dan. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, it was actually funny that I remember that was like one of the main chirps is like, this guy won't even be able to lift the cup above his head if he ever wins. And that,
no, the other way.
That thing
The other
feels
way.
real light when I lift that above my head. So
Yeah.
no issue there.
I hope you kept notes on everyone who made that comment.
No.
Oh man, I wanna jump ahead a little bit in your career to the Team Canada days. Obviously, in the intro, CP mentioned you got a U18 gold medal, and then this year, awesome moment of Four Nations, and that whole story for you with Four Nations, I think, is so cool. We heard that awesome phone call and conversation you had with Coop about, your role on the team and what you were willing to do. And I got so fired up hearing what sounded like your eagerness and commitment to be a part of that team, no matter what your role is. And then obviously you come in, you have a huge goal. You guys win gold at that inaugural tournament. How much of that just fires you up about putting on the Canada sweater and the success of that, the success that you've personally had the last couple of years, how much of that motivates you for Olympics and possibly going to Italy?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, getting the chance to represent your country at a tournament like that it really is the greatest honor. And that tournament was incredible. I mean, you could just feel the emotion from the fans. Like,
yeah,
the Canadian fans and the American fans, like those games there was so much passion in those games, not like from the players, and we felt the outside noise, like just everything. And getting the chance to play in that it was amazing. I'll remember that forever. And if we can, if I get the chance to do that again at an even bigger stage at the Olympics, that's just a dream come true. So really, really looking forward to that opportunity if I get called for that.
Hell yeah, man. And listen, I'm going to ask it. The first game against USA, when all the scraps happened, when did you guys know that they wanted to do that?
Yeah.
So we didn't know at all, but
yeah.
I've known Chucky for a long time.
Right.
And I
had a feeling?
I had a feeling, like I wasn't going to tell anyone, but I had a feeling that something like that was gonna happen. I didn't know that they had actually planned it or what was going on, but yeah, I didn't know about that. But I had a feeling that something like that was going to happen. And I think before the puck drop, Brady came up and said something to me like, "Hey, we're going as soon as we're out there." And I was kind of like, "Get away from me! Like you're not telling me when we're going."
Yeah.
And then after Matthew and Hags, after Matthew and Hagel went, I was just so fired up in the motion. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So I looked at Coop and I said, I'm gonna go. And then he's like, fucking right. So I hopped the bench and I knew Brady was coming out right after. So it was a really cool moment. I mean, getting to just in front of that stage. You can't do that at the Olympics. It's like the only time you can do that when you're wearing the Canadian flag. So
sure.
yeah, it was a pretty cool moment.
Dude, watching you guys, I mean, obviously that was an electric moment for everyone in the stands, but watching you and Brady lined up at that face-off after, like, you looked like two caged dogs. I was like, Jesus Christ, these two. Because, like, I was in the stands and, like, everyone was still buzzing, and I had my phone out, and I was like, these two are going to go right now. And everyone's like, no. And I was like, oh, I promise you they're going to go. It was fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just watching, like, the Chucky Hagel fight, like, I got so, like, that's probably the most fired up I've ever been watching a fight from the bench. Yeah. And, like, I'm, like, best buddies with Chucky, and I'm, like, screaming, come on, Hag, get him. Like,
kill him, fucking kill him.
He's, like, one of my closest buddies, and then you're just in the emotion, like, just fighting for your country. You don't think about that. So, it was a lot of emotion going through that building. And that building was electric. Oh my God!
It was insane. We were fucking. I said, I mean, after the first one, and let alone after yours, and then after the other boys went, I was like, this is easily the most insane building I've ever been in my entire life. Like, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. So I didn't even play the first game. But I went out for warm-ups, and I'm skating around warm-ups, and everyone's on their feet cheering during warm-ups, and I'm just looking around like, this is the coolest thing. Like, I knew I wasn't playing it. I was more ready to play a game, any game I've ever been in my entire life, and I knew I wasn't playing. So just shows you how electric that building was.
Yeah, man.
Benny,
how long? I need to know, how long did it take for you and Matthew to talk about it?
We never talked about it.
Okay.
No, right. As soon as the tournament was over, we met in the airport, had lunch together. Me, Rhino, and Chucky had lunch together, and hopped on our flight and went home, and didn't talk about the hockey at all. It was just back to normal everyday life.
I love
that's
that.
Awesome. Yeah,
it's amazing. I mean, that's friendship right there. Like, honestly, like, that's when you and your boys like start screaming at each other for no reason, and then you're like, oh, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, you don't take. I think in this game, you really can't take anything personal. I mean, we're all out there to do a job, and I think, especially him, like me and him, we understand what it takes to win, and when we're our best, you got to do things that people don't like, but it's never personal. It's just part of the game. So, I mean, he gets that more than anyone else.
Benny, people ask us all the time about the coolest environments we've seen because we were at Game 7, right? Your Cup 2 years ago, and for me, dude, there was more nervous energy in that Game 7 compared to that first USA Canada Four Nations. Like, that's always my answer, is how nuts that was. Would you agree, having been at both?
Saying which one? Which one's
Game 7 from 2024 or that first USA Canada Four Nations? There was more like excitement in the rink at the Four Nations game.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, it was. That's actually the perfect way to describe it. It was more nerve-wracking in that Game 7, whereas the Canada US is just like excitement. Like, everyone's just fired up. Like, that's exactly how you describe it. It's exactly
it was
right.
So sick, dude.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And the last thing I want to touch on with Team Canada, because, I always say, like, something about it, and you just put it so perfectly, the pride of wearing your nation's jersey gets me in the feels big time. And hearing it in your voice when you were just talking about it, isn't it crazy? I'm going to just make an assumption here. You've just won 2 Stanley Cups in a row, and the idea of possibly winning an Olympic gold is on that same level, if not higher. Like, that is just so crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, there's as a kid, you dream about the Stanley Cup. Like, you always think about that. But I guess because maybe a Stanley Cup seems more attainable than an Olympic gold medal. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, good take. I like that a lot.
Dude, especially as a Canadian, Benny.
Yeah.
Making that seems hard.
Yeah, exactly. And you know how much it means to Canadians, how much hockey means to Canadians. And I've felt that passion my entire life. So to get a chance to do what you love in front of your country that loves the game just as much as you do, yeah, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. To get into some this season stuff, Benny, the first question I want to have is, how did you guys find out you traded for Marchand? Because I want to know if that was as insane for you as it was for us.
So we found, so it wasn't released, but there was like rumors going around, and then I think it was Chucky in the group chat. It was one of the guys in the group chat said we just traded for Marshy. And then there was like just silence. And so we're like following each other, looking around. And then Chucky messaged again. Yeah, it was for Lusty and Samoskevich or something like that. And we were all like fired up. And then we're like, oh no, we just lost like Ryan and Samo. We were like, wait, we wouldn't have done like, that seems odd. But Chucky was just like making shit. Like he was just messing with us, just completely fucking with us.
So he didn't even know the true rumor.
God, so that motherfucker is such
he didn't know. Yeah.
That's insane.
So he was just fucking, and then we're all like freaking out, like trying to figure it out. It probably took like an hour after he said that until we finally figured out what it was for. But yeah, that was wild. Never, like that was the last guy that I expected we were going to get.
Yeah.
God. And then you two obviously were pretty fast friends, eh?
Oh yeah. So I had played with him at the Four Nations, obviously, and got to know him there. And I wasn't expecting to like him as much as I did. Like, he was awesome. Just, like, such a good leader and just so outgoing, like, made everyone feel, like, part of a team. And then he was exactly like that when he came in to our squad. Like, he didn't step on anyone's toes. He was still a great leader, but he obviously let Barkey be the captain, but he knew exactly how to lead our team and what our team needed in certain moments. And yeah, I mean, that was the best possible pickup we could have had.
God, insane, dude. So, and it's interesting because like coming into the playoffs, obviously you guys start the year as like a betting favorite, you know, but coming into the playoffs, you had a bunch of injuries, you know, you had fallen down the Atlantic standing a little bit. Some dumb people thought you would have a tough time with Tampa. Not us. We didn't say that. We would never have said anything that stupid. But some people might have thought that.
Some idiots, some clowns, some actual clowns.
But you know, then you guys are clicking, even with the Toronto scare, the way you guys were talking about it, you know, everyone, there was no doubt in that room ever. And you make it all the way back to the finals. Were you like, what was it like when you got Edmonton? Were you excited because you're like, we already beat them? Or were you like, fuck, I wish it had been anyone else because they have the revenge factor? What was the energy in that moment?
No, honestly, we were thinking like, we were hoping it was Dallas just for the travel factor.
Yeah,
like,
that's so true.
So we didn't have to fly
Tell me
across the
about
country so many times. Like, yeah, I mean,
fuck you, Benny. I'm flying commercial for this.
Dude, I know. Like, that's how, like, that's so hard.
Oh, it's brutal.
That's tough on the body. But I don't think it really mattered to anyone. I think that's kind of just been our mentality every round. Like, when you're waiting for a team or you don't know who you're getting, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're not changing your game for like different teams. You're playing the same game every time, and you're gonna have to get through the best teams to win. Sometimes that just makes it even sweeter. And yeah, so we were never really hoping or not hoping for anyone.
And when you get, I mean, you'd already had a great playoff run coming into that series, but you continued it in that series. Obviously, as we said at the top, you won Conn Smythe. You've had quotes a few times I've seen where you're like, big time players step up in big time moments. And that's true, you know, but how have you been able to do that so often in playoffs, man? Because even you go back to your Calgary days when you weren't getting that much ice time or playoff reps, but your production is the same even back then. So what is it about those big moments? And I'll throw Four Nations into that, you know, these big spotlight moments. How do you just ratchet that game up to the next level?
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I love those games. I love like when there's pressure moments. I love playing those games, and they're so easy to get jacked up for. But people ask me that all the time, and I mean, I think about when I was younger, my dad always told me, like, this is when you play the best. Every time it was playoffs, even as like a kid, he's like, playoffs, this is when you play your best hockey. And I think every year he just kept telling me that, and I started to truly believe that. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I truly think I played my best hockey in the playoffs, and ever since I was little, I believe that, and it's I think it's just really carried on.
Do you feel like the performances that you've had help that belief? It's like because like Chris said, man, it's like since Calgary, every time you touch the ice in those big moments, it keeps pumping through. So do you feel like the history of kind of proving yourself helps each and every time you get back out there?
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely helps. I mean, you just, as I'm having success in the playoffs, I just believe that more and more, and kind of just snowballs from there, I would say.
Yeah.
And we talked to you guys a little bit right after, but that was a tight series, like you go down in the game, 2 overtime games to start, you lose the first one, but talking to some of the boys, behind the scenes, you guys seemed pretty confident the whole time. Is that true? Or like, how are you feeling as that series was progressing?
Yeah, we were pretty confident. I mean, yeah, the overtime games, anything can happen in overtime. So like you really never know what's going to happen, but I think we felt good about our game pretty much every night. We might have had one game we didn't feel great about, but most of those games we felt like we were dominating most of the games. And I mean, we had Bobby in net, who was just, I mean, how can you not be confident when you have a guy like that behind you?
True.
So, yeah, I mean, that mixed with how well each line was playing, how well our D were playing, like we had so many, we were so deep that you didn't even feel like the pressure, like, oh, if I wasn't going to be on tonight, well, that's all right. Lundy, Marshy, and Lucy are going to be on, or if they're not on, then Barkey, Rhino, and Swaggy are going to be on. Like they're and then our fourth line was unbelievable as well, the entire playoffs. But it just, I think we got all that confidence from each other, from how well everyone was playing, and I mean, we were so deep.
It's it was real. Crazy. The game 6 example of that is like, you and Marshy were buzzing so significantly, and then game 6 starts and Rhino scores that one from his ass, and I was like, oh, it's over. It's all over. And
they just decided to score 3 more as well.
Yeah, casual Hattie. But
4 goals and a clinching.
Insane.
That's crazy.
I am curious. It's so awesome that you have, back-to-back years to compare them to. Is there part of you in that game 6, you guys are up 3-2, and then you just put the hammer down? How good does that feel? Like being in the third period, being like, oh, you already know it's over. Like that must have been so sweet.
Yeah, it's cool because we didn't experience that the year before. Like it was right to the end. Like you don't know if you're winning, and then probably, I mean, you're pretty confident going into the third period, but about the halfway through the third period, you're kind of like, okay, like we just won. Like, how do we stay composed right now? And like it was really hard to stay composed on that bench. But
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, it was totally different from the year before, but just as special for sure.
Dude, we gotta talk party, because it felt like you guys went nonstop from the locker room through the parade, like literally that whole time. So and we obviously had an epic time at Elbow Room. My favorite moment, dude, actually I have 2 favorite moments from that Elbow Room session. One was you are going to the bathroom, like you're like sneaking by me on the balcony, and you're like, yo, excuse me, and I go, are you going home? And you go, no, I'm not going fucking home, dude. What are you talking about? And I was like, my bad. I don't know why I asked.
What was I going to do at home, man? Come on.
It's like, what a ridiculous question. Like, we just got here. No, I'm not going fucking home, dude. And then my
it was like 9 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my second favorite part is someone, everybody was throwing shit up on the balcony for you guys to sign.
Holy shit.
Someone.
Well, yeah, I need to know, Benny, if you've heard this story yet, because it was fucking iconic.
Okay.
Dude, I'm sitting next to you, or I won't tell you yet, but I'm sitting next to somebody, and people are throwing jerseys and flags and whatever. It's easy. It's like fluttering up on the balcony. And then someone has a rat, right, Dan? It was one of the rats.
Yep.
Someone has a rat that they want to sign. And, they think they make eye contact, so they huck it. But, like, if no one's looking, all of us are just standing there hammered.
Yeah.
And also, way too hard. This person threw that rat way too hard. Like, it came up, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, it would smoke somebody.
So I see it in my periph, like, as I start to look away, I see it coming. So, like, I turn back, but I'm like, oh, that's going to drill someone up here. And, dude, a hand just, like, snaps out and catches it so perfectly. And I was like, holy shit, nice mitts. And I turn around to see who it was, and it was your mom.
No way.
Dude, I was like, oh my God. Way. I swear to God. Dude, ask her about it. We talk about it in the pod right after. I was like, Benny's mom made the sickest catch I've ever seen by anybody on the balcony. It was all time.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know that.
It was incredible, dude. I think we had a Sharpie too, and we ripped it out, and we were like, you have to sign it now.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So sick.
My mom was having the time of her life up on that balcony.
Oh, yeah.
Oh it was
God.
awesome,
She was waving to the people like it was. I've never seen her that happy. That was awesome.
Chucky started a Benny's mom. Chucky started a Benny's mom chant. It was like Benny's mom, Benny's mom.
And then she literally started doing like the Queen wave.
Yeah,
so, like,
she did.
Like it was crazy.
Oh my God, dude.
She was having a blast that day. That's for sure.
So give us your highlight pack, like from what you can remember. Like what 11 looked sick, the balcony was sick. Like, what are your favorite moments from the craziness?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly hard to like remember what day and what night we did what.
Yeah,
but
of course.
The best. I mean, I think the best always is right after you win in the locker room.
Yep.
Like we're in the locker room till probably 4 or 5 a.m. Some guys go home for like an hour or two. Some guys just keep going. And then I think 8 a.m. I went to elbow room.
Yeah.
Met you boys there.
Yeah.
And that was a shit show, but because you're just running on fumes. Like we're so tired there, but like you just got to keep it going.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that day's awesome. 11 was incredible. That they set us up real well there. I mean, I don't know what the bill was, but they comped everything and just gave us
sick.
Whatever we wanted. It was wild. The boys were loving it. Marshy was trying to get back in there at like 5 a.m. Like, yeah. It was like, oh, he was an animal. All the boys were just animals that night. It was a lot of fun. What else did we? I mean, it just
parade looks
sick
too. Yeah,
yeah. The parade was just crazy this year. I think we had double as many as the year before.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's always a blast. Fans are just chucking beers at you when you're on the buses, and sometimes you're just like dodging them because like they're coming hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a blast too. I don't know, the whole thing is it's like the most fun week you can ever have is after winning the Stanley Cup. So it's actually after a full week Sunday. So we went a full week, and then like 6 or 7 of the boys were like, oh, let's just go to the Bahamas for like 5 more days. I was like, dude, like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I don't have a contract, 1. 2, I don't think I'm going to survive. Like, if I
3,
go there.
I'm getting married in 10 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That might have been, the biggest one. Yeah, I was getting married in legit a week, and they're like, yeah, let's just go to the Bahamas for 5 days. So I was like, I got to get home. So,
yeah.
But some of them were just, I think it was like 5 or 6 guys that made it down there.
That's unreal,
it's just
man.
like
what
the most.
rip.
Again, like I said, it's the most iconic rip of all time. But you just alluded to it. At that point, you didn't have a contract, and then obviously, the amazing moment you had your Wolf of Wall Street moment at 11, incredible. And I know your agent wasn't too pleased with you on that, but I want to know Dude, this was one of the coolest, like truly, as just an objective hockey fan and loving you boys, watching all of you guys re-sign with the team. I want to know how that happened. Obviously, there was no tampering, no nothing like that going on. But like, did you guys talk? Was this something that, as you were partying, as you were all together, accomplishing the greatest goal of your lives? Were you like, we gotta all stay here? Like, we gotta make this work? Like, what was the whole thought process behind you guys just figuring that out and staying home?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we talked about it. Like, we're all great friends. But we didn't know how we were going to get it done. Like,
yeah,
I guess you don't really talk like numbers that much with the other guys, but like we all said, like, if there's a way that we can all stay, like, we got to try and do it. And yeah, I mean, I honestly, even after I signed and Eki, or who was second?
Yeah,
was Eki second?
Eki was second.
So even after I signed and Eki signed, I was like, well, I guess we're gonna lose. Like, I didn't know. Like, I still didn't know that we were gonna get both of them. But yeah, I mean, Billy Z found a way, and yes, I mean, it worked for the boys. Some of the boys, I guess, it just shows the culture and how much the boys want to win and want to be on a great team that wins. I mean, like, Eki could have made probably,
oh yeah,
I don't know, 9 million on the market, maybe more.
Oh yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
But it just shows how much.
All three of you, dude. All three of you could have got paid more. Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, but it just shows like how badly we want to be part of that team, how badly we want to keep winning. I mean, it's addicting. It truly is addicting being a part of this team that we have there.
No doubt about it, man. It's like I can't state enough how much, when you get a little bit close to you guys like we have, and we've been fortunate to, it's like you can feel it. It's truly palpable, the way you guys love each other, the vibe down there, the community. And that's the other thing. I know you've answered it a lot, but it's just so special seeing you having the last couple seasons you've had. And it feels like, well, this is a business, right? And that's one of the things that I think a lot of fans do need to know. It's not everything is completely in your control. It's never as easy as you might want it to be, but it does feel like you coming back there was just always the right move. And just what is it about everything that encompasses the Panthers team, culture, locker room, management, ownership that makes it just such a no-brainer to stay there?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a combination of everything. You just combine, like, so the living, the lifestyle there, it's amazing. You love living there. Our fans are incredible. Especially, like, they just keep growing every year, getting better and better. Our coaching staff, unbelievable. All the players, unbelievable. Our GM, like the managers, how they treat us, our ownership, how, like, they're willing to whatever we need, they'll do. Like they built our team a brand new facility, probably the nicest practice facility in the league. Just because our GM said the players need a better practice facility. Like, they're willing to do those little things that make huge differences. And it starts once you start seeing it, and then the players start seeing it. Guys are willing to take less to play for an organization like that. And like I said, it's addicting. Like, one guy does it and the other guy does it, and you want to be a part of it. So it really was. It was a no-brainer. I mean, I wasn't going anywhere else. I mean,
that's so
you could. There was a lot of fake news rumors going around out there, but yeah, I was going to be a Florida Panther.
I love it. And I want to touch on, exactly that. I am going to take a quick moment to kind of pump your tires here a little bit, but it is, I think, one of the coolest stories of this whole saga, looking at you and your career, your young career, honestly, and this contract you just signed, the season you just finished. And I really do think, man, that you have redefined what it means to be a successful player and a star player in today's NHL. I feel like we see the game getting, smaller, faster, more skilled, and there aren't that many guys who are capable and executing the type of game that you play. And like Chris said, it's like top 4 pick, top ranked prospect in North America. And you just play a different game and you find success in way different ways. And I want to know, in conjunction with what you just said about everything that the Florida organization has done for you and the way it kind of lifts you up, the courage it took for you to want a restart, to move on from Calgary, find this new team. You played for 3 different coaches early in your time in Florida, but everything that all puts together, how much of, where you are and the teammates around you has led to your ability to find this level of yourself and this level of your game?
Yeah, it absolutely has. Like, obviously, once I got traded to Florida, like that changed my entire life. As a player, like the play. So when I first get there, it's just like the opportunity, like the team. It was so refreshing to have a team that really believed in me and wanted me to succeed. That team welcomed me with open arms as soon as I got there. And then obviously our team's changed a little bit, new coaching staff, but it's been the same. Like I feel like they want me to succeed and I want to succeed there. And obviously paired with some incredible line mates, teammates that always pick each other up. It's just like the perfect recipe to have success. And I'm super grateful that I got that opportunity. And like I said, like it changed my life getting traded to Florida.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So cool. Benny, we're going to play a game with you, but before we get to the game, I just wanted to give you a chance to talk a little bit about Benny's Buddies, because we love this. You started it with Zoe this year, and every goal you scored waives the adoption fee for a pet in need. You guys have adopted people from the Humane Society, which you're in conjunction with. You've got your dog, Billy, your cat, Gracie. Zoe even volunteers there, I'm pretty sure. But I know you both grew up with pets. You love pets, despite maybe Gracie hating the Stanley Cup, which is fucked up. But... But just tell us what that's been like for you two and what that means to you guys.
And I do want to know, are Billy and Gracie getting along a little bit better now?
They are. They have
huge.
The more time they spend together, the more they like each other. They'll actually sit beside each other on the couch now. So it's
oh my god, we're fine.
Yeah, we're
fine.
Yeah, they're good. Billy just plays a little too hard with Gracie sometimes, but she'll learn. She's still a puppy. This program's been incredible. Zoe started volunteering at the shelter. She loved it. It's a great shelter there. They do so much for animals there. And then we went out in one day, adopted a dog, and we wanted to take like 20 home, but we can only take one home. So we had the idea of starting Benny's Buddies, and it really just took off as soon as we started the program. The outreach and the support from the fans, from the shelter. I mean, it's amazing how many just hockey fans go in there because they've seen about it, because they've heard about my program, and they would never have thought about adopting a dog. And they go in there with the Panthers gear and they come out with a dog, or a cat. Yeah. It's it really makes me feel like, oh, the program's actually like working. Like that's what we wanted to do. So yeah, we've adopted 41 pets this year, which is just, it's incredible. So I don't know how we're going to top it next year, but
dude, you got to just keep pumping in goals.
That's on you, pal. Yeah.
I know. Like I owe it to the pets of Florida to keep scoring. So yeah, we're definitely really excited for the future of Benny's Buddies, and hopefully we'll get a merch line out there next year, because I know a lot of people. I wore a shirt during the parade, and it was just one that we made. Like I had just made it, and tons of people reached out being like, how do I get that shirt? So hopefully we can do something with that next year. And the program's been amazing. So I appreciate the plug.
Yeah, man.
Of
That's
course.
awesome. And let us, when you get the merch going, let us know, and we'll rock it. We'll push it because we're
awesome.
Animals and hockey. There's no better combination.
I appreciate it.
What's the site? What's the site, Benny? Where can people find it?
No, so we haven't launched it yet.
Okay. I couldn't find it yet.
I think we're gonna wait until the season starts next year, and then we'll probably launch it then if everything works out.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to play a quick game with you, Benny. We play this with everybody. It's called Pass, Shoot, Score. And we give you 3 things inside of a category, and you have to rank them: pass, shoot, and score. Passing is your least favorite because passing the puck's fine, but whatever. Shooting the puck is your second favorite because we like pucks on net. And scoring, of course, is the ultimate goal, so that'll be your favorite. Okay?
Okay.
So your first category is cars. So pass, shoot, score. Your first car, the Ram 1500. Your Audi S5, or your dream Ferrari?
So score Ferrari.
Yep.
Okay.
That's tough. Pass the Ram 1500.
Fuck.
And shoot the Audi S5.
Dude,
okay.
I'm devastated that the Ram just got sewered.
The truck looks good on you. Dude.
It was so good.
I know, that's a tough one. I mean, and I'm still a truck guy. Like I don't even drive a truck anymore, and I'm like, I need to get a truck. Like I miss driving trucks because they're the best.
They're the best. Every time I see a truck, I'm like, I fucking want that truck. So
yeah, I know.
They're so nasty.
That actually hurts me that I did that, but
I mean, you had a few Audis in your time in Calgary.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I did. So one of the owners of a dealership there was awesome. His name is Doug. He always hooked me up with cars there. We'd have like a little partnership, and I'd get him tickets and some other things, and he'd let me drive a car for the year. So I don't think I bought a car for like my first 7 years in the league. He was an awesome contact. He was great. Yeah.
Now, dude, I gotta ask: is the Ferrari on the agenda, or are we gonna just forever keep it a dream car?
It might be on the agenda.
Get a nice new contract, Benny. Nice new contract. I
know. We got some other things we want to do first, but so I actually drove a McLaren for. I bought a McLaren. What was it, like 2 years ago? 3 years ago, maybe, in Florida, my second year, and I drove it for about a year, but it was in the shop for like it was in the shop more than I got to drive it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm never buying a supercar again. Like, this is such a pain in the ass, but it was amazing dring that car. So I bet you one day I'll.
I bet you do.
There we go. All right, your next one, I'm going to kick you to TV. You're going to do pass, shoot, score, Game of Thrones characters: Jon Snow, Robb Stark, Tyrion Lannister.
Oh, wow. I mean, you got to score Jon Snow. Like that's just automatic. Robb Stark, pass, and Tyrion Lannister, shoot.
Love that. Dude, did the Robb Stark death completely rattle you, or
was that the Red Wedding?
That was the Red Wedding.
Dude.
Oh god,
brutal.
Yeah, that's tough to even think about. That
I know, man.
That's probably one of the most traumatic TV moments of my life.
100%, dude. And what's funny is I read the books and I knew it was coming, and it still rattled me.
Still fucking.
I'm actually when I found out that you were a big Thrones guy when it was going. Yeah. Pumped me up because I'm currently doing a rewatch, and the Red Wedding episode came up, and I was like, I might just skip this, dude. It's so devastating.
Yeah, that's awesome. What an unreal series, though.
Oh, so good. My God. Highly recommend a rewatch if you're looking for a show. By the way, it's
agree, dude.
Sure.
Agree.
Yeah.
Great way to kill some time. Okay, Benny, your next one is food, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this first place right, but pass, shoot, score, your favorite menu item at Posticino in Toronto, parade sushi from Tocado, or Captain Crunch out of the cup.
Wow. I mean, Captain Crunch score all day long.
Come on.
Like, that's a once in a lifetime. Like, well, maybe I don't even think I'm going to do it this year. I don't know what we're going to get out of the cup this year, but yeah, that Captain Crunch out of the cup with my dad, that's a moment I'll always remember for sure.
So cool.
The side by side photo's got to be one of the greatest side by side cup photos of all time.
And then Posticino. What was the other? What was the last one?
The parade sushi from Tocado.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, Posticino. I mean, they're amazing to me. Probably, I go there all the time. I'll say.
What do you get there?
Penne vodka. It's the best penne vodka.
I almost said that, dude. It looked so good on the website. I was like, holy shit, I need that.
Oh, it's so good. It's amazing. Yeah, so I'll shoot that, and then Tocado, love it, but I'll pass that.
Yeah,
those who know the deeper meaning behind the Tocado sushi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about. Yeah.
We'll discuss that. We'll offline.
Yeah,
we'll offline.
I didn't even know about that, but I heard about it like after, and I didn't know if that was true or not.
Oh God. All right, your last one here is going to be a nostalgia category. Things from your past. It's going to be pass, shoot, score. Riding horses. The iconic white cage on your youth hockey helmet. Or 1999 Ray-Bans that you're trying to hawk to all your followers.
You guys are going deep dive into my social media, eh? Holy shit. I got to delete some of this stuff.
Dude. I was dying.
I was literally rolling around. Like I had to bring
that
up because when I was deep diving, I was like, this fucking guy loves these shitty like knockoffs. And then I was like, wait a minute, he had to have been hacked.
So I was hacked, but I couldn't figure out how to stop it.
Yeah.
So it went on for like 6 hours until finally I like realized how to change my password. Like I just didn't know how to do it.
Dude, it's like 100 tweets. So like,
easy.
I think it's 100.
100? No, it's like multiple thousands.
Yeah.
Like it was like 10,000 tweets. No, it was like outrageous.
Oh. I mean, like you I was scrolling, dude. Like I was embarrassed.
I think I tried to delete like 1,000 of them, and I was like, oh, there's no point to. I can't even get rid of all these.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane.
That was funny.
That's great. So let's see. Where am I at?
We're gonna pass that one, I imagine.
We're absolutely passing that.
And then it's the white cage and the riding horses.
Oh yeah, we'll shoot the horses. Not actually shoot the horses. Wait a second.
Benny's buddies got dark, dude. Benny's buddies got really dark.
This was actually a trap. I knew you were going to say that. Now we're just going to clip that. And
that's awesome. And then white cage, legendary. So we'll score
legendary white cage, dude. It is so good.
sick.
I love that. I've got a white cage from the youth days as well, and I miss it every day.
Yeah,
God, that's amazing.
Oh,
okay. Benny, great job. Yeah. The last thing we ask everybody is we call it your career hat trick. So it's like the favorite 3 goals you've ever scored, any level, any tournament, any team, whatever. So some guys go like first NHL goal. Some guys are like, oh, one time I backhand toe dragged Vassy and it was sick. So anything that fires you up. What do you think? You can take a second, but what do you think are the favorite 3 goals you've ever scored, Sam Bennett, career hattie?
I mean, three popped in my head right away.
Wow.
Okay, I love it.
So I'm not even gonna overthink it. After I might think about some and be like, oh, I wish I thought about that more. But number 1 is when I was 12 years old, Quebec PB tournament. Playing with Connor actually. He set me up in the. I think there's video of it. Because it was filmed, but I haven't seen a clip of it in forever. But I think I was 12 years old, think I got a pass from Connor in the slot. One timer at the Coliseum. We were playing the Ramparts, so it was full. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and we were 12 years old, and there was probably 12,000 people there. And I took a one timer, and it was like top shelf. We beat the Ramparts, who were the home team, like 5-1, and it was awesome. It was the semifinals of that tournament, so I'll always remember that goal.
You got to find that video, dude. We got to get that video. I need to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then number 2 has got to be just like, it's probably just my first NHL goal. It was so greasy, but I mean, it just fired me up scoring that first one. I banged in a rebound in front of the net, like just grinding at the net. So that's number 2. And then, I mean, number 3, I'll go Four Nations. Scoring that goal again.
I was curious if that was going to be in there.
Me too,
Dan. Fires me up. I'm glad
that
one
is.
Guy scores a billion goals in the playoffs and doesn't care, dude.
No, I knew I would like not think about some, but no, that
those 3 are iconic, dude. Those 3 are iconic for
so
sure.
Good.
Hey, actually, cherry on top. What was your favorite playoff goal from this year? Like from this run, all the ones you had. Which one did you love the most? It's got to be that epic shift, eh? When you like
it's got to be it's got to be the hit and then the breakaway and scoring. I think that after scoring that goal, I had so much adrenaline just from like that whole shift, like hitting and sprinting down the ice. I was I couldn't like calm down for like like a couple minutes after that goal. That was a goal one for me.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
All right, well, perfect list. Sam Bennett, unbelievable stuff, dude. Thank you so much for coming on. This was out of this world fun. Like we said, let us know when the Benny's Buddies site launches. We want to make sure to push that. We'll get the merch flowing. And is there anything else you want to shout out or plug before we let you go?
No, I think that was awesome. I appreciate you guys having me on. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, brother. Can't wait till next time, and great stuff. Huge thank you to Sam Bennett, the one and only. I am so in love with him for coming on the pod and having as much fun as we did. And we always get asked who are our favorite, interviews, who are our favorite people who've been on the pod, this and that. And it's so hard to pick because we just become friends with so many of these guys. We appreciate them all so much. It was crazy how I felt after that episode. Like the second we finished, I was like, easily top 3 episode we've ever done based on just everything, but more than anything, the amount of fun that I had. I mean, he is a legend. He is a certified beautician.
Dude, all 3 of us were texting after. It was a love fest because I was like, dude, thank you so much. It just was so great. I say this to people all the time. I'm sure I've said it on the pod. We obviously, if you like us, if you follow us, we obviously put a lot of work into the interviews, right? Like we try to make questions that guys will really enjoy, get to talk about their lives more than just hockey and find stuff about them that they are surprised we know, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, dude, it's on them to be open and have fun and loose and willing to tell stories. I can tee you up into segments of your life, but it's very easy to go to see what they do in the media of just like, this happened. Yeah, that was fun, winning the cup, blah, blah, blah. But instead, dude, like Sam was so down to be like, oh, dude, and then this happened, and then this happened, opening up stories that we hadn't even found. So that is really special, and I can't tell you how much fun I had and how much I appreciate it.
Just incredible. Welcome back anytime. He'll be back for sure, but like, God, just love the guy so much, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
So sick.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with some not ice fun. Some happy not ice.
You all know we have the greatest partnership of all time with BetMGM, and you stupidly thought that because hockey season is over, there's no more BetMGM action, and that's so crazy. That's an insane thought. So they've got all kinds of boosts going, all kinds of tokens cooking, and what I want you to do is take these dog days of summer and make it worth it for you. My favorite one that they have right now is the Big Fly Friday. All you do is you pick who's going to hit a home run on Friday. If they hit a home run, bang, you win your bet. You're a genius. If they hit the longest home run of anybody that Friday, you get your share of 100 G's in bonus bets. What? I've been trying to hawk it. I haven't hit one yet, but I've been going, look at Colorado. Colorado, it's a mile high. It's a mile high city. Ball's flying out of that park. Get someone there. Who's playing the Rockies? They stink. Someone's playing at the Rockies. They stink. They're going to give up 20 home runs. Someone's going to hit the biggest home run on Friday. Big Fly Friday. You're going to win a ton of money. Win a ton of bonus bets. Okay? So download the BetMGM app. Use that promo code NETTERS. That's NETTERS when you sign up, and you can take advantage of that, and you can get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet loses. So come on. Get in on the action right now. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY for New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 for Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 for Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. We are back, and so is Gilmore happy, Dan. All the rage and the internet was Happy Gilmore 2 dropped on Friday. And it was appointment TV for me, dude. I couldn't wait to watch. We've seen some people do some reviews already. I will say, polarizing movie.
Happy Octavius Gilmore. Did you like that joke coming in more than once?
I didn't quite get... Oh, sorry. We should also say, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2 and you're still listening to this podcast...
You're really clawing onto the edge of the cliff for the plot of Happy Gilmore 2, then yes, spoilers are arriving. So.
Yep, we're going to say some of our favorite parts, our least favorite parts of the movie. Please fast forward to the Nate Thompson and beyond of this episode. Spoiler alert. Okay, I've done my job. I didn't get why... Frank Manatee said it. Like when Vern was like, oh, it's a fake middle name, I was like, how would Frank Manatee even know that, or why did he say that?
I think it was supposed to be. I think you're putting in way too much thought into that, pal. I think you're putting in more thought into that one question than was put into the entire plot of this film.
Dan, you did not like this movie.
Here's the thing, dude. I actually was thinking about this before we started recording, because I don't want to be known as the grump here. I don't want to be known as the guy who, well, actually, last movie review we did of Superman, you loved raved about.
Yep.
But I feel like some people think I am Dennis Reynolds and Patrick Bateman combined too often. I am not mad all the time. I thought about why I am disappointed in this movie, and listen, I laughed at times. I chuckled at times. I smiled often. But I don't think it's bad to say that, like there was some fun laughs, you know, while also saying that movie was horrible. Like the fact that it is a 6.4 on IMDb, which is the only ranking system online that I trust.
Correct.
Metacritic,
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's clown show stuff. Like IMDb is usually a very accurate and proper. That is insultingly high for how bad this movie is. And again, I enjoyed myself, but what's bothering me is people are going, dude, it's an Adam Sandler Netflix movie. What did you expect? And to that I say, shame on you, madam, because it's not that. This is Happy Gilmore 2. I don't care what platform it came out on. Everyone involved in the making of this movie knows how important Happy Gilmore is to us, to our generation, to fans of hockey and golf alike. Like, Happy Gilmore is a classic. That is a classic film, not just a classic comedy of the 90s. Like, Happy Gilmore is a pantheon comedy movie.
Dude, I have a lot of things to say. This point that you're making, I completely agree with. It's not a money grab because they held out so long, you know, and this, in the same thing, dude, Top Gun just did this, right? Like, it's decades later sequel that people care about, and you need to care about I would argue the whole product, but it's a little bit different in Top Gun because it's so actiony and a drama, you know, where this is a comedy. So I'll give it a little bit more wiggle room, but the story really needed to matter in this, because the first one is a good movie. It's a good story and a good movie with crazy comedy. So I was disappointed how fast and loose they took that part of it. Where I was like, oh, dude.
The last 15 years of Adam Sandler deserve to be studied by rocket scientists, because it is the most fascinating career of all time. And what's hilarious is in that run, you've got things like the murder mysteries, you've got things like Hubie Halloween, and You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. But then you also have movies like Uncut Gems and Hustle, which are, in my opinion, objectively good movies, where a lot of effort has been put in. And I think too many people were so happy to see Happy Gilmore back and love Adam Sandler, which I do too. And I want that very clear. I think he is in the Mount Rushmore of good people in Hollywood.
Yeah, so true, Dan.
I hope he makes movies for the next 50 years.
He's so goals, dude. Isn't he? Like, he's literally like, I make movies with my boys.
He like, just takes care of his family. He plays pickup basketball and golf. He has a beautiful family. He takes care of his, and he puts all his friends in his movies. It's ridiculous. But I think too many people who were just like, oh, I'm so happy to see Happy back, were like, I'm going to rate this as if it's Hubie Halloween or Murder Mystery. And I'm like, no. The effort that went into Hustle and Uncut Gems should have been put into this.
Yep.
And I refuse to believe it was, given what a carnival ride it was.
So, dude, Loop texted me, Glue Guy, for everybody that's a crossover fan. He said, I go, what'd you think? Because we both watched it last night. And he goes, it was terrible, but I really enjoyed myself. And
Loop enjoys himself in everything.
I know. But I was closer to that than you, which is why I'm really excited to do this breakdown, because I was like, there was a stretch, honestly, dude, in the middle where I was like, I was as far as this is good. I was like, this is a good movie in the middle. And that my rating came down by the end, but I have a lot of friends, Red, dude, everybody knows Red, it's listening, like that shut it off in the middle. Like they were like, this is so bad, I'm turning it off. And in that moment, I was literally like, this is good. So I'm excited to get into this with you.
Yeah, we have to.
So the way I wanted to do it, this one is, and for everyone that's an OG follower that we did the Ducks reviews, we kind of go through the movie like MVP, LVP, best part, worst part, Keith Yandel sonk moment that was the funniest. And I've also added best cameo, worst cameo for this one. Where do you want to start, Dan?
I appreciate the effort you put into it, so start wherever you want.
Okay, let's do the cameos, because that was all the rage on the internet. Like everybody fucking losing their shit. And we knew it was going to be cameoed, but it was. Okay. Let's start with best cameo for you. Or a couple, if you're like, I can't quite pick, because I don't think I can. I have a couple written down.
Well, this is what's tough. Like, I think I'm going to be strict here on what I consider a cameo, because like
if you aren't an actor, you're a cameo.
Okay, see, I disagree, because like the golfers were just characters in the movie, dude. Like those weren't cameos.
But some of them stunk.
Yeah, then that's a different category for me. You can pick those, but I'm saying okay. I'm not going to pick those.
Okay,
a cameo is supposed to show up and shock you and then never see them again.
Yeah, fair.
That is what a cameo is supposed to be. Like, frankly, John Daly might have won for me, but then he's just in the movie. So I'm like, I'm not going to call him a cameo. So given that ruling that I just made for myself, I might make you go first here.
Okay, so first of all, I wish Tiger had been in it so badly. I'm kind of surprised he wasn't. Shocked. Like where I can't place like what might have been happening. That would have been epic. It's fair enough on the golfer, so I'll kind of put that in different categories. I thought my favorite two golfers, one, Will Zalatoris being the caddy, was awesome.
See, like that's on the borderline for me, and I'm almost mad that you just took him, because that might have been the best part of the movie. Will Zalatoris being down to make the joke that he looks like the Happy Gilmore's caddy, and being like, no, that was me. I am now Will Zalatoris. Like that.
And he hates him. He hates him.
Yes. That was really funny. Like redoing the choking scene was really funny. And I was like, damn, Will Zalatoris, you are the man for this. So I like that
was
a lot.
Awesome. I loved Freddie Couples just eating blueberry cobbler.
Emma, I don't want to cause any ruckus here, but were they openly making Freddie Couples hooking up with other people's wives jokes with that?
I think so, dude.
Because like they were like this, oh, classic Freddie eating everyone else's cobbler. Like that felt like they were being right on the nose. And for those who are unaware, like that is a knock that has existed on Freddie Couples in the PGA for a while.
Dude, and him just like, dude, I love Freddie, so it's easy to love, but like he was just so good every time they cut to him. I love that. Yeah. And then I thought Scotty was way less stiff than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah, he was probably the best golfer. And I mean, that was it a post-credit scene when he's laying in jail?
Yeah,
like,
with his shoes off.
And they're like, chicken fingers. And he goes, I'll stay another night. Like that was good. I was like, that was.
And it was so cool that he was down to put that in the script. Like he gets arrested. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, non-golfer cameos. I didn't like the Boban cameo, but I do think he looks just like Larson. So that was actually fucking perfect. They were like, he's Larson's son.
It was.
I was like, oh yeah, he is. That's like, good. It's gold.
Just seeing him, dressed exactly like Mr. Larson, you're just like, okay,
dude. When he goes, how did Larson die? He goes, he rolled over. And I was like, oh yeah, that'll get you. I liked Eminem, but I love Eminem, and I just thought, like, I can't believe he was down to do that, to be the jackass son.
Well, this isn't the first time he's done a cameo and not the first time he's done one for Adam. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, Eminem. That was what they settled on though.
I know, it was crazy. See, like he gets eaten, dude, and he's like
wrestling the Gators and he's like screaming Detroit. Yeah, I was like, what is this? Like that's the best you guys could come up with?
And then for me, dude, I think you disagree on this one big time, but I thought Bad Bunny was fucking awesome. I thought he was a shining star.
Yeah, like I need you guys to explain that. First of all, Bad Bunny, by your own rules, does not count because they're just trying to make him an actor now. Like,
yeah, fair. I guess if he's like becoming an actor,
he's in all this shit. To me, they were doing the John Turturro in Mr. Deeds thing, and he just wasn't that good at it. Like,
well, no one's Turturro, dude. Fuck.
But it's even the I thought it was funny at the end when the kids are leaving for Paris and he's like, if you need a snack, eat the bread from Carlos's restaurant. Like that was funny and had nothing to do with Oscar's restaurant. And I was like, that had nothing to do with Bad Bunny. So I didn't think he was bad, but I was just like, whatever, he's fine.
He was killing me, dude. I thought he made me laugh a few times. Like early, I didn't like it that much at first, but there was a few times in the movie where I was like, God, I thought that was great. I really enjoyed him. Anyone else that good cameos for you that I didn't name because I said a million?
No, I mean it's like there were I have so many bad ones.
Okay, so many bad ones. Let's go to worst cameo. Who you start?
So this is another one like Bad Bunny, who's like I guess an actor. Like 0.000 out of 100 goes to Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot that even happened.
Why are you in this movie? Why do you have that small of a part and why are you that bad? Like it was shocking that he is a person who's like, I'm an actor now. And that is what came out of him. I was like, dear God Almighty, what is happening?
Dude, right now? Funny that and I was going to kind of save this for later, but it's not that important to save for later. So odd to me that he plays a nothing role in this and the Entourage movie. And Haley Joel Osment is the bad guy in this and the Entourage. I was like, what is going on, dude? And that was insane.
Haley Joel Osment, like essentially playing the exact same role as the Entourage.
Yes, movie, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I hated that cast. And like, no, I don't hate him. I was just like, this is terrible.
I thought he was awful. I thought Travis Kelce was awful.
Okay. I was wondering what you were going to say about Kelce. He was down the middle for me. I was like, whatever.
I thought the whole, and this rips my heart out of my chest because you know how much I love Sean Evans, but the whole podcast YouTube montage with fucking what's her name, Alex Earl and Hot Ones and shit, like that was awful.
Okay.
And then there was one more that I just found to be a complete and utter disgrace. But you can take over.
Well, the two I flagged and they weren't even.
Oh, you know what I did love actually? Paige Spiranac. Like that.
Oh yeah, what did she do again?
She just worked at Dick's.
Yeah.
She is a golf person.
Yep.
And I was like, this makes sense that you were in this movie. A bunch of the other ones don't make sense. She made sense, and I was like, that's kind of funny.
Dude, I didn't realize everyone in the movie is a cameo. Like, there were people I didn't recognize that I was like, oh, that's just like an actor they hired. But like, literally wrong, dude. Every single person is like, oh, that's a wrestler. That's somebody. Like, I didn't even realize how many there were.
I didn't realize that Reggie Bush was in the movie.
Yeah, 8-Ball, dude. Somebody was like, I was Reggie Bush. I was like, what?
I was like, that's Reggie Bush? Oh, interesting.
That was crazy. The two I flagged as my worst cameo contenders, and they're not. I like both these people, and they didn't do a bad job, but Post Malone and Guy Fieri, I was just like, what? I didn't even, like, when it was when it's like, Verns, I'm here with Jack Beard, I was like, oh, of course Maxi Golf has their own, like, psycho announcer.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be, like, a really fun cameo for Post, and it just, like, they cut to him, like, twice, and he's like, that was crazy.
It was a bad version of Jason Bateman in Dodgeball.
I was like, dude, that could have been so much more. And it was just like nothing. And like Guy Fieri, I was like, I don't need this at all. He didn't do a bad job. It's just like one stupid thing that could have been cooler. So I didn't. Those two I flagged. Did you remember? Did you remember your other one?
So I'm now entering the non cameos.
Okay.
But I again, just a quick shout out to the entire Sandler family, Farley family, and Schneider family being in the movie is always amazing to me. My moment, I was meaning to get to this, of legitimately almost turning the film off.
Oh, dude, save this.
Okay, fine.
That's coming up.
Fine.
Dude, I also wanted to say down the middle cameo, if we're counting golfers, Rory, because I didn't think he did a very good job, but I give him a ton of credit for, like, he was kind of getting clowned a few times in that, and I thought he was, and
he went for it.
Yes, such a good sport, and like that was awesome. So I give
Xander and Ricky were solid.
Yeah, that they got Saul at the beginning. I was like, this is stiff. I don't like this. But by the end of that joke coming together, I was like, okay.
But it's also like they're all gonna suck. Like it frankly, it shocks me how bad athletes are at acting sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm like, why does that shock me? They're not fucking actors. Acting is hard. Yeah. So it shouldn't shock me. But at least they went for it. Like doing a bunch of that's what she said jokes that don't make sense. Like that is funny. And Xander being like, yeah, I'll do that, and Ricky being like, yeah, I'll dog him for it. You know, that was good.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to jump to this part now. We're going to go to best part, worst part of the movie, and we'll start with worst part of the movie because I think that's where you were headed.
Yeah. I legitimately think the worst part of the movie for me was the scene with Eric Andre, Martin Herlihy from Please Do Not Destroy, and fucking Margaret Qualley. That was the worst scene in the movie by a country mile. It was the worst acting in the movie by a country mile by those three people. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Margaret Qualley have an Academy Award nominee or at least a Golden Globe?
So. I think so.
She's got 2 Emmy nominations. You know, like I don't understand what happened in that whole thing.
Dude,
but that scene was so bad, and all three of them were so bad in it. And I was like, oh my God, is this how this movie's going to be? Because I will turn... Like, I took out my phone and I started doing dozens of other things as the movie was going on. The second that scene got about 45 seconds in, because I was like, this is a disaster. And then once they got off screen, it started to pull up a bit. So I was like, okay, I'll re-engage here.
Dude, to start that scene, I was like, this is awesome, because one of the big narratives of people that do like golf is that the game got too big. Like, and I actually do think I want more people to golf, but it's impossible to get tee times now, and people really don't appreciate and respect the game, which I do get pissed off about. Like, I go to fucking courses and it's like people are out there dressed like idiots fucking trashing the place, and I'm like, dude, this is not growing the game at all. And I thought that scene was about to be like a great narrative about how, like, look at these 3 idiots. This is what golf's become. But instead, the scene was like Happy's the bad guy. And like, that was, I in that moment, and I was like, oh no, this movie is terrible. That was brutal.
It was actually crazy, man. I was like, my eye was twitching watching it. I was like, what in the world is happening right now? And it was just disastrous.
I will hit you with a few more nominations for my worst part of the movie. I didn't like all the flashbacks. In my opinion, like, if you hadn't seen the first one, then you don't deserve the reminder.
I swear Top Gun did that to them. I swear.
Yeah.
'Cause, Top Gun Maverick is a perfect movie, and we said multiple times, I was like, there was too many flashbacks. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool, I get it, but it's like, guys, we're here. We know why we're here.
Yep.
we don't need this. So the flashbacks were very too many. I agree.
I was like, come on. I saw the director defend this on an article today, but I didn't like that they killed Virginia when, and like, maybe it was a scheduling thing. And she's like, I only have 2 days. So they're like, we'll CGI you or we'll green screen you and we'll just drop you in or whatever. She probably shot for 2 days for that role. But since she's in it so much, which is what you said to me earlier, I was like, dude, did we need to kill with a Happy drive by? Like, did we need to have Happy hook a drive and kill his wife?
So it's bizarre how she is in it so much. She probably has like the 5th most lines in the movie, and they decided to kill her. That was weird. But yeah, all of her scenes are probably on a soundstage, so she probably shot in 1 or 2 days. Maybe it was a scheduling thing. I don't know. I don't know what Kyle Newacek said, but if their reasoning is we needed the plot hinged on Happy being broke, find a new plot, because I'll tell you this, that was not a good plot. Yeah. And my other point of that is, dude, like you just said, I actually hear them going, why would Happy be broke? Why would he spiral off the planet? Virginia dies. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, you don't need to kill her with a drive. Like, that wasn't that funny. And it also
it was
just
fucked up, dude.
Didn't need, you know what would have been funnier? If she got hit by a Volkswagen Beetle. Like, that would have been more of a nod to the original movie.
Driven by Eminem.
So it's like, yeah, to me, and I hate getting in the nitty gritty on comedy plots, but buddy, needing $300,000 if you're Happy fucking Gilmore, I don't care what has apparently happened. Like, they make that, like, he's like, yeah, Virginia did the bills. I was like, wrong, dude. You were a 6-time tour champion. Your wife's not doing.
You got a Trojan sponsorship, dude.
Yeah, like, she's not balancing the checkbook, pal. So it's like remarkable to me. The second he rejoined that tour and was like leading, he would get an endorsement for over $300,000 that. So like that.
Yeah, they fined him. That was a funny.
The entire plot fell apart immediately. So I was like, if that's why you needed to kill Virginia, that was a bad reason.
I love how Doug's his boy. You know, he's like, Doug, like, we're best friends. And then they're like, the tour fined you $500,000, and I was like, I couldn't even like hate Doug, dude. To chill.
Doug's actively like, we need you, Happy.
Yeah, and then these two things. I thought the alcoholism was a bit much, like a little. I was like, Jesus, dude. Like, and I thought some of the flask scenes actually did get me because they got so crazy. But I was like, dude, chill out. Like, I don't need to see Happy Gilmore like a blind drunk. I was like, oh man, this is sad.
Yeah, they didn't need that at all for me. I also think they went way over the top with the whole, like, do they really even say where they are in Happy Gilmore? Like, I know he's wearing a Bruins jersey for one scene, but are they actively in Mass?
I don't know.
Like,
they must be.
The Waterbury
that must have been
Open,
the implication. That's in Connecticut, I think.
That So the
actually, that doesn't make any
impossibly heavy-handed. They are the biggest Bruins fans in the world. Felt a little strange to me as well. Like, all the kids have thick, insane Boston accents, and like listening to his wife and daughter like trying to do Boston accents. I was like, what's going on right now? Like, why is this movie taking place in Southie all of a sudden?
Yes,
that's fucking crazy.
And then the maxi golf also got too crazy.
Listen, There were just so many half-baked ideas. Having a maxi golf and kind of making fun of Liv, smart.
Yes, dude. Yes,
I get that. But having maxi golf be this thing that is, if so much of this, now that I'm saying it, it feels like dodgeball. Like the Post Malone character, the fucking Safdie is like White Goodman, and it really feels like dodgeball now that I think about it. And all of these ridiculous, like, colorful, crazy characters that are golfing for Maxi felt like the Cobra team.
Yeah.
And then, at the end, them being like, we've got the snow course, and we've got the spinning green was just all too much for me, but whatever. I think the thing that bothered me the most was just because of how pointless it was the hip surgery thing. It literally didn't do anything to the plot. There's one scene where short, fat Haley Joel Osment drives the ball. What they're implying is like 800 yards. Yeah. And then they're both hitting driver off the deck for their second shot. So like, I'm like, it didn't go that far. You said it was 1,000 yards, and Happy like outdrives him. So I was like, this didn't help anyone in this plot. And it's also like, I think the joke of Happy Gilmore is you've got this guy who drives it really far, and now he's winning the Masters essentially. And it's like, that doesn't do it, but like that was kind of the tongue-in-cheek part of Happy Gilmore. And then they triple down in this movie with being like, we found a guy who had a severed hip joint, and now we're medically doing that to all these people, and now they're the best golfers in the world.
Yeah, right. Now they can putt. And I guess that one chick sucked at putting.
It doesn't help the plot at all.
Yeah.
So,
okay, if you have one, Dan, give me your best part of the movie.
I do, but I feel like it's kind of stepping on yours, but maybe we can just talk about it together. I think I would say Will Zalatoris was I just thought that was so
awesome. That was so good.
The best part of the movie was Shooter.
Okay, yeah. Dude,
like them being boys was so smart. Like the at the end of the day, it's like Happy. I actually really liked it. I forget who says it to him, but he's like, oh yeah, like all those golf guys are like boring losers. It's like in the grocery store, I think. Yeah. And he's like, hey, those are my friends. Take it easy. Yeah. Like I like that Adam Sandler was like, dude, I'm 58 years old. Like I'm a golf guy now. Like I love those dudes. Like those are my homies. That being kind of the main reason why Shooter gets out of a mental institution, also kind of funny, but being like, dude, you guys are cheating. Like, fuck that. Like I love golf, and their boys was awesome. Dude. And didn't have nearly enough of it. Like that should have been, like act 2, like middle act 2. We should have had them team up more so and like been doing more shit together.
Dude, my favorite part, the reason I'm nicer to this movie than you and maybe some other people in terms of the actual story, because the story goes off the rails for sure. But if I'm brainstorming this, the Happy and Shooter team up to save traditional golf, because that's what Virginia and Chubbs always loved, is like beautiful to me. I'm like, that is an awesome story with like the narrative. I talked about the parallels of like growing the game, kids are ruining the course. The narrative of the PGA Live thing, and I'm not even an anti-Live guy, by the way, but just that's a cool thing to aim at and be like, save Happy with the help of Shooter, saves traditional golf for the memory of his wife and Chubbs. I'm like, fuck yes, dude. I thought that structure was fucking sick and awesome, and I wish had been like more of a focal point.
Agree. We didn't have enough of it. And I suppose this, so I was like teasing this at the beginning of this discussion. This goes into what I wanted to say at the beginning. We have now rounded it out. There were pieces of what could have been a great plot here, which is what I would have asked of them. Is like, dude, care about this. We care about this. What I will go to the mattresses on with any of you guys who are, because there are people in our DMs who are like, loved it. So good. Dude, I've seen Happy Gilmore over 100 times. Yeah. And I'm a psycho about that. No one who said that they really liked this will watch this movie even 1/10 of the amount of times as you've watched Happy Gilmore. This is not a movie that you will go back and revisit. Maybe someone will watch it a couple times. But
maybe though. Yeah.
That is my point, dude. Like Top Gun Maverick came out. I saw that movie 4 times in theaters.
Yeah, dude. It's like plane. Every time I'm on a plane, I'm like, boom, Maverick.
Every time I'm on a plane. Every time I'm at home cleaning, doing something, I'm like, I want to get like, dude, Top Gun Maverick. Like, because that is a great movie. In a time
this is
where
a good take, Dan. This is a good take.
In a time where we need comedy more than anything, and when people, especially our age, go, what are some of your favorite comedies ever? Happy Gilmore is almost always mentioned, and we had an opportunity to make another all-time comedy. And all this was one of the 1,000 Netflix movies that comes out every year that you go, yeah, it was pretty stupid, but I laughed a couple times, and then you never think about that movie again for a day in your life.
Yep.
It's like murder mystery. I thought murder mystery was really lovely.
It was fun. Yeah.
But ask me if I've watched murder mystery again. No, I have not. So that's for me. It was like, dude, they just went. Let's make, how long was this movie? An hour 50 minutes, hour 40 minutes. Like they decided to actively go, let's make an hour and 54-minute Happy Gilmore 2, and let's make an hour and 34 of those minutes just be cameos and ridiculous shit. Like I can't believe that that's what people want. That was a problem with the Entourage movie. It's like, did I need a shot of Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman at a party? Did I need to watch Russell Wilson tell Eric Murphy that it's okay to be short? Did I need Liam Neeson to tell Ari to fuck off? It's like maybe one or two of those things, but when it's every other scene, you've just like, you don't care. You're just, you're like I said, it's a carnival ride. And I wanted more than a carnival ride from Happy Gilmore 2.
Me too. MVP, LVP.
Damn. LVP. Fuck. LVP might be a triple crown of Martin, Margaret, and Eric. Like,
dude, you're actually right. I should have changed my answer. That actually is the answer.
Like they were.
That was awful, dude.
They were inexcusably bad. Like,
I don't even know what that was.
Being immensely talented human beings, like all three of them are.
Yeah,
that was inexcusable. And I think my MVP. I don't know how I've said everything I've said, and I'm not going to pick Shooter or Zalatoris. I actually might go John Daly. He was really funny. Like I thought John Daly was funny. I really like that scene in the end with him and Buscemi.
Yeah.
Like they clearly are doing a scene, and then Buscemi like keeps going, and John Daly like starts to laugh, and then like that was not scripted, and I thought that
100%. That was awesome. I gotta go LVP. You're probably. I want your answer, but I'm gonna go Frank Manatee, dude. And I know it was Safdie, and I know Adam was trying to do him a favor, but I was like, this role could have used an actor. I thought, I just like, and I'm not knocking him, and his movies are awesome, and I hope to work with him someday. Just like that role, I wish he had given him a different role in the movie, and like given that role to an actor.
But dude, isn't it weird? Like he's Teller in Oppenheimer. And
I know, true, but like,
good. Like he is, and like I think if
you're right.
Say that, he'd be like, "Fuck you, I am."
Yeah, you're
actor.
right. You're right.
But like, I agree. I thought he was
a seasoned actor. I would have skewed towards.
He was just subpar, dude. Like he's great in Good Time. He's great in Oppenheimer. In this, I'm just like, I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
MVP for me, Shooter. I was blown away. I'll save it for some of my funniest moments, but like MVP, I just thought I wanted more Shooter. I thought his character was amazing, and I thought he did such a great job. That was awesome. So we'll ground it off with our Sonk moment. Just if you can remember any, what did you laugh the hardest at?
Oh God. Give me yours.
Okay, here I'm telling you, these are times when I was giggling a lot during the movie, but these times I like involuntarily laughed out loud. Before I even say this, I thought Ben Stiller was solid. Like he's amazing, obviously, but I thought that was pretty good. Yeah,
can't believe you just said that. I was about to jump in and be like, Ben Stiller. I feel to me, he was the truest to his old character.
Yes,
like,
they handled that pretty well.
Funny. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so when the first time when they gave him a Ben Stiller karate doll for 30 Days Sobriety, and they're hitting it, and it cuts to the mom, and I was like giggling when Adam Sandler kicks the head clean off it, and then starts dying laughing. I actually laughed like out loud. That was good. There was a few, I can't remember which ones, but there were a few flasks that really got me. Like it was stupid, but a couple of them made me laugh.
I think on Mother's Day when he is looking at the photo of Virginia and he like slides up his phone case. That one was really, really good.
So that was good. The Buscemi kicking the car with them, and they're like, "Hey, this is a fucking family affair." And then they're about to hit him, and he ballerinas, and then ran away. I belly laughed.
Yeah,
that was gold. And then I think my favorite, the hardest I laughed, I forget what it was, but at some point early, Shooter does his first shooter. And dude, he's like, I got to rewatch it for this alone. He's like skipping kind of, and he's like, oh, fucking shoot. And it was just like so clean. It's like, yes, dude, that is like, that was a great song for me.
That was solid. I think God, I've been pumping this guy's tires this whole time. Literally every Zalatoris scene.
Yeah.
The
choke was amazing, dude.
Seeing Zalatoris in the locker room, I was like, are they about to do this? Yeah. And then him being like, you son of a bitch. I'm like, it's Will. And I was like, this is really funny.
Blondie.
And then, like the choking part was great. But God, there was something later in the movie. It might have been a Scheffler moment. It might have been when the cops show up and he's like, oh, not again. Like that.
Yeah, that was
funny.
Good.
And then like I mentioned before, it might have been the what's for dinner? And
like, that was great. That was great. Fuck.
That got me.
Fuck. Well, I'm glad it finally happened, dude. It was, a little hit or miss, but it was fun to see my friends again.
Yeah, it's. I think I'm glad I've landed my plane of like, listen, was that unwatchable? No. But I think because of how important that movie is to me and to our world, I am like that we deserved more from that movie. That is what I will say.
But it was fun.
It was great.
Okay, let's bring in Tomer and talk some PAGT. Well, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome back an Empty Netters regular. What's that? Like series regular. That's what we're going to call it. A series regular. Tomer, back in the figurative building. Buddy, great to see you.
Oh, guys, I missed you. It's good to see you. Just glad to be back and seeing your beautiful faces together on this screen.
God, DP's in New York looking fresh as always.
He does look nice.
I've told the folks I've positioned myself right in front of a window here at the setup in New York, and there's a city bike stand right outside the window. So I do occasionally feel like a squirrel just looking up at the people buzzing by, and I get distracted sometimes. But the lighting is fantastic. I'll tell you that.
It really is. It looks nice. You're glowing right now.
You're glowing. Glowing. That's that New York glow.
Hey, guys, that's called 85-degree heat and 300% humidity.
Yeah.
Just the gloss. I've got that the dewy look. Isn't that a thing that the ladies are doing these days?
I think so.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it called?
Well,
we're going
to get the confirmation now.
Yeah, you spray this stuff on your face, right? Yeah.
Well, boys, this, I got to say, it feels damn near like Christmas Eve because we've got a big trip just a couple sleeps away. We are back at it again with the Pro Athlete Golf Tour. Tomer, how you feeling?
I feel good. This is crazy. It's been a year already, right?
I know.
We're at our second annual, and I'm excited, boys. I'm excited to get all the guys together, get us together for the week, play some golf. It's going to be so much fun to get to do this again. I mean, where we're going out to Hidden Creek, New Jersey, playing there, Borgata Hotel Casino, putting it on for us. Can't speak. Excuse me, boys. I don't know if I'm missing anything else, but I'm just excited, boys. I think that's why I'm probably missing some stuff because I'm just pumped and I feel like it's Christmas a little bit,
No, it's going to be amazing. Tomer, I'm not even sure if CP let you know about this, but a nice little surprise. So sadly, Red can't make it, which is a disaster because we know we love Red. When we're on the road, Red is the guy. But dude, I made a call to the e-bug, and the one and only Johnny Laz is going to be joining and taking over videographer duties as well as just being a presence. So
perfect.
I figured out a way to rope Johnny Laz's amateur ass into this event.
That's fucking perfect because now I have someone to chirp too the whole time. Yeah. This is perfect.
Well, you know what's funny? I totally forgot about this. You fucking left us last year. Like
I did.
I was talking about this before we recorded about that. Yeah, like you were there the first day, and then you had Stammer's wedding, right? Or
Teddy's wedding.
Teddy's wedding. Yeah. And Yeah, that was a disaster. So like now you're going to be there the whole time, which is
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I will be there the whole time. That is different this year.
Remember we almost lost your golf clubs?
Yes, I do remember that.
I
remember I left them there, and then they were still there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, Dan, I didn't even like Tom. Of course, but like before you got on, Tom was like, "Yeah, and I'm playing," and I was like, "Oh, right, you're playing. You're an NHL player, so that's gonna be sick." But now we gotta like. I thought we were gonna be cruising around, us three amigos, just doing our thing. But now he's in the tournament, dude. So like, I gotta go keep him company the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm not really. I mean, I'm not going to be a factor in the tournament.
Hey,
I'll be in the tournament, but I'm not going to be a factor.
No, here's what you need to know, and here's for the viewers at home that if you don't remember. So there's 2 winners of this tournament, which is actually sick. So and what was fucking nuts last year, Tomer, because you didn't see this, we played that practice round, which I think you did play on the Wednesday from the Blues, and then tournament day, fucking Grant Fuhr is like tips. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are we doing here? So there is
out of control.
From the tips, probably again, there is or I guess maybe it's the gross winner. Which is the one with no handicap? It's like there's a net and a gross.
Gross.
Gross. So there's a gross winner. So like whoever literally shoots the lowest 2 rounds is going to win 1 trophy, and it will be crowned 1 champion. But there is also a net winner, which is everyone against their handicap, which is sick because we can have guys in the league come play whose golf game you're not scratch golfers, so you don't have to go and be like, well, I have no chance of winning. Because after I think the first day, Tomer, Devo was like in second.
Dude, JD was in it in the net.
Yeah,
that's right. I remember looking at the scoreboard and seeing guys that obviously that had high handicaps we're in the mix.
So that's what I'm saying, dude. Don't count yourself out yet, because I know you're like, oh, I'm not scratched and I haven't played in a little while, but that handicap really can help you, dude, in these moments, because you get hot, start making a few birdies, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
This is very true.
Yeah, the 2 winners is actually a really cool factor.
The difference in this year, though, boys, is people are going to be able to watch it this year now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be streamed on YouTube through an app called Par4. PAR and then spelled out FOUR. So that should be interesting, watching me hack it around for a few rounds. But yeah, it'll be good.
Dude, well, you know what? There's so, the non-OG Netters listeners who are just hearing about this. This is the Pro Athlete Golf Tour. In part brought to you by the boys of Empty Netters and this trio right here. We helped put this thing together last year. It was the inaugural one in the hockey space, and it was a fucking blast. We were up at Half Moon Bay in San Francisco at the Ritz, and it was just unbelievable. Now, this year we have almost double the amount of players. We're going to have great return guys like DZ will be there, Jason Demers will be there, and it's just so fun. And it's just growing. I mean, like I just said, we've practically doubled. So it's just going to keep growing and growing every year. But the one thing I will say that I demand this year is last year from us, there was a bit of nerves because it was, we're helping putting this thing on. We wanted to make sure it's a smash hit. We know that it's a smash hit. Now it's only going to be better. We need to amp up the fun. Like I want guys boozing. I want guys taking edibles. I want guys just ripping it up on the course, because when we did finally loosen up by day 2, day 3, that is when it was like the greatest content of all time. So like I am going to be the honorary Eddie Lack day 1.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yes.
Eddie can't join this year, sadly, because of the birth of a new child. Congrats, Eddie. But like we need more guys amping up the fun in this, and like that is going to be a high priority for me,
dude. The cart girls made their yearly nut on us last year. We were like, more fireball. Yeah, that's going to be a big time vibe check, Dan. I need you there, because you're so right. There was not only were there nerves for the new event, but people wanted to win. You guys are athletes, you're competitors, right? So people were in it. But then once it was like, listen, the real joy of this event is what Jamie and you, Nate, always say. This brings you that feeling back of the road trip, of the locker room. You're just with the guys having a good time. It's awesome playing golf in these beautiful, beautiful venues, But the real win here is the boys together just chopping it up.
Oh yeah,
Well-
I mean, like there will be an Eddie Lack award. Like we gave out awards last
That's
year.
a good
Like,
idea.
I'm going to give an Eddie Lack award to whoever brings the most fun.
That's a good idea because I do. And Chris, I'm glad you talked about that because it is like, I talked about last year, like all the guys getting together, you know, some guys played together, some guys didn't, but like, it's that locker room feel. We all get together. We all miss that feeling, right? So when we're all together, we're out in the course, we're shooting the shit, we're making fun of each other. Like, that's what it's all about. Like, and we have some new guys this year too. Like we got guys who's Scott Hartnell, Brian Boyle. Like we have some beauties coming in this year that I think will add a whole new different dimension to it this year. You know what I mean? So it'll be a lot of fun. But I agree though. I think guys just send it early.
Yes.
Just send it right away.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, what's funny is, Wiz, I think, was the greatest example. I think it was day one. He blew up, like just was so bad, and he was like, "Fuck this! I'm just
after making $1,000 side bet against Eddie that he would beat him heads up."
Yeah. He was just like, fuck this, I'm going to have a blast. So he got buckled, and then the next day he shot like 12 under and won. He won it in the net. And I was like, this is the key. It's all about fun here.
It's all about fun.
It's going to be just a complete riot. We're given tons of content this year, more just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered reactions from the boys. Not as many, set questions and stuff this year. Like I just want live cams on the boys, seeing how
live
everyone's doing, and it's going to be great.
I do think that because Wiz actually won the gross because he literally was like 2 under. I mean, it was insane. Defending champ. I like his chances, honestly.
Yeah, that's right.
I like his chances. Incredible golfer. If he has the driver working, he's tough to beat. DZ won the net, defending champ. And actually, I think there's a lot of eyeballs on him because that handicap that he listed last year was a little high. It was a little high. And I think now there's a lot of people, Tom, are here this year holding him accountable. I'm not sure he can get away with that shit.
Well, first off, what was his handicap last year? I can't remember what he had it at, but it's got to be lower this year.
It
Clearly.
has to be. Yeah.
It has to be
well,
lower.
What's funny is I talk to DZ all the time now, and it's predominantly about golf. And a couple of months ago, he was like, dude, my game has gone to complete shit. And he might just be sandbagging again.
He's doing it again.
Yeah, weird.
Sandbagging again. Yeah, right before the tournament. Yeah. Oh, my game's gone to shit. So when he comes in, he's like, yeah, my handicap's a 6. No one's going to say anything. But like, the guy is just a pure golfer. So he can't be pulling any fast ones on us.
All his fucking stories, all I see on Instagram is stories is him golfing or him swinging. So like, how the fuck is your handicap? You can't. Your golf game has not gone to shit. Right?
Yeah, you are full of shit. In fact, yeah,
no chance.
Calling you out right now.
Oh,
I will say though, for all the current players that can't make it or whatever, please tune in, watch, and might want to come next year. You know.
Yes.
Oh, dude,
Listen,
I tell everybody.
There's no end in sight to this. We had a bunch of current players. I mean, we know it's the hockey community. There's a billion weddings. Mm-hmm. There's honeymoons. There's this. There's that. And obviously, guys are trying to stay on the ice as much as possible. But this is a time where we can take a few days off and play golf with the boys. And I mean, I say it confidently. Everyone who doesn't come to this is missing out. So keep checking in the content. Just like last year, so many guys were like, "Holy shit, I can't believe I didn't come to that." We're gonna get more of those this year, and hopefully the list just keeps growing.
And who knows? Sorry, who knows? Sorry to cut you off, CB. And who knows too? Like this is going to grow for guys that are listening or watching, or I'm like, we might have a scenario next year where it's NHL versus MLB or NBA. We don't know. Like the MLB one I went to in December.
Yeah,
and I got to witness that, and these guys are good, and they love it. Like they had a huge showing, and those guys are fucking good. I will say it would be very interesting. Like that would be must watch to have those guys go against each other. So, this thing is evolving and it could get to that, which would be amazing.
Absolutely, bro. It's like Dan said at the top, this one already doubled, so it's like we're headed in the right direction. And I tell everybody, if you come one time and you see how much fun, like that's all it takes. You come once and you're like, this is a every year thing for me now. Once you've experienced it one time, that's how sick it is. It's all, and dude, this year there's some new features. Like we're doing the night before putting competition, putting competition under the lights, extra cash prize, like bragging rights on the greens, like shit like that is going to be so sick.
Yeah, and the venue we're at this year, like it's just us.
Yes, dude.
Right,
such a factor.
It's just
whole
us.
place,
just us.
It's just us. So this, who knows? Like maybe this is. I mean, I don't know if we'll go to a different spot. That's along the line down the road, obviously. But this is going to be a great venue. Like maybe we stay here. We don't know, right? But this is going to be awesome.
Well,
it's we talked about all the places we wanted to go. There's tons of places down south, but it's like early August and July. Mm-hmm. Tough to be golfing down there. So ripping it up in Jersey, perfect spot. G and I did some golfing in Jersey last week, and it's like even in one of the hottest times of the summer in Jersey and New York area, it was still fantastic. So it's going to be
awesome.
And dude, one nice little sprinkle about this location is some free shuttles to BetMGM hooking us up, free shuttles to the Borgata casinos at night post rounds. So I can't imagine any of the boys are going to enjoy themselves at the casino this week, eh? I won't be there. You won't see me there, I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly do something like that.
Oh my God. Dude, that I really think, because Half Moon Bay, for anyone that's been, gorgeous course, but you are literally like stuck there. Like there is, like you can't even eat unless it's at the restaurant there. Yeah. And this is going to be, honestly, dude, this is a whole new, this will factor into the golf. Because, at Half Moon Bay, we were just kind of like, all right, well, anyway, a couple beers, go to bed, whatever. Someone could be in the lead on Friday and then get killed at the craps table, and then everything changes Saturday,
And there could be side games and side bets going on that we don't know about from the night before, possibly, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I have, I'm bringing up DZ again, an axe to grind with DZ. Last year we did this over my birthday, and DZ, Mr. Bodies at Temple, just refused to tear it up with the boys at all last year. And on my birthday night, he was like this, I'll send it. He came down to the bar. He had ordered one round of drinks for everybody, and then he went up and went to bed. And I'm like, dude, this guy, like, I swear to God. So
that's not sending it.
No, not at all. I'm going to be the worst influence that has ever existed at this golf tournament. I promise you that.
And I think there's going to be some guys that we're not going to have to worry about sending it, that maybe can, twist some rubber arms that
Boom,
aren't
pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get
a lot of points.
A lot of good outside pressure, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go, so and like Dan said, we're going to be, the three of us, follow everybody, all three of us. Content's going to be pumping out over the next week. Stories are going to be insane, so check everything out. Yep. Before we go, I want a prediction from all three of us, but it doesn't even have to be about who you think's going to win. Like it could be like, who gets the most banged up, who tells the funny, who's story master at night. I want one prediction from everybody about what you think is going to be a major highlight from the trip.
I got one. I got a quick one.
Yeah.
We're going to see two Eagles at this tournament.
Ooh, okay. I like that, Dan.
Okay. I think this year, because of the spot, the guys, whatever, hole in one.
Oh, whoa. The way to cuck me, Tomer.
Sorry, I know. I didn't mean to fucking. I mean,
hey, Dan, that's an eagle.
You said eagle,
Dan,
and I was
Dan,
like, I was already thinking a hole in one.
That's an eagle, dude. So that can just be one of yours, Dan, and then you're golden.
Fair.
You're golden.
That's fine.
Okay, I have an inkling of who mine might be about, but I'm not going to say it because it'll leave the field open. I think we see one, maybe even at least one, but I think we see one proper club throw because we're alone. At Half Moon Bay, there were people around, but I bet. I actually, maybe because it's streamed, they won't, but I'm telling you, I have a feeling we see one proper club throw.
Interesting.
The one guy I'm really looking forward to seeing, and I think we're going to get a lot of laughs, is Scott Hartnell.
I almost just said, I was like, I've got a feeling that Hardy could be a menace in more ways than one.
Oh, Archie's the best. Yeah, that'll be a good one. And
I mean that in a nothing but a positive way. Like I think he's going to be perfect for this.
God,
oh yeah,
amazing.
He'll be good. That's gonna be a great addition.
He sure is, dude. Holy hell. Okay, boys, I can't wait. Tomer, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining, and I will see both of you very soon.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Massive thank you to Tomer. So excited for the activities this week, Dan. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, so good.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and play a couple games.
Fellas, you need to stop what you're doing right now and listen to me. I'm talking about fits. I'm talking about the clothes that you're wearing on your back, and you need to upgrade. There is no debate here. Back in 2015, Stephen Fisher and Lee Maffey teamed up and they made State and Liberty. Lee Maffey, former pro hockey player, realized that guys with an athletic build had a hard time finding nice, phenomenal-looking dress clothes that fit well and look amazing. That's exactly what State and Liberty is doing. I'm wearing it right now. Look at this. If you are in the market for suits, formal wear, casual fits, golf apparel, and more, State and Liberty has you covered. They are delivering some of the best quality gear you will find at an affordable price, which is so hard to come by these days. You've seen guys like Gustav Forsling, Sebastian Aho, Dylan Larkin, and your boy rocking this gear all the time. I just hit a wedding wearing this stuff. It fits amazing. It feels even better, and you look even better than that. This stuff is truly some of the most quality gear you will find. It all fits perfectly. You're so used to buying stuff off the rack. The sleeves are too short. It's too baggy or too paunchy around the waist. This stuff fits like a glove. It's so comfortable, and you look elite. You look like James Bond wearing this gear. So stop what you're doing right now. It's wedding season. We've got the new year coming up, the new fiscal year, if you will. We've got people going back to work. You're going back to school, maybe some of you, if you're still in college, things like that. You need some fits to wear for your game days. This is the shit that you need to rock because it's just the best that you will find. So you're going to go onto State and Liberty's website. You're going to go onto our Instagram. You're going to click the link and you're going to use code EMPTY10. And that is going to save you 10% off your next order. Whether you need some golf fits for the summer and fall, maybe you live down south, you're golfing all year long. You need some fits for wedding season, like I mentioned, some new stuff for work. State and Liberty is going to give you the best stuff that you will find anywhere. I promise you that. And we're offering you that discount code. Again, that's EMPTY10. Click the link in our bio, go to their website, punch in that discount code, save yourself some money, and get looking amazing.
You know what time it is. It's time to talk about that dog we all got in us, thanks to Mug Root Beer. Look at this. I don't have a dog in me right now. There it is. There's that dog in me. Listen, Mug Root Beer, it's got that nostalgia. It's got that flavor. I got the 0 sugar, no caffeine. Are you kidding me? This one unlocks everything. Last time I was home this summer, I was back at my parents' house doing the whole tour, eating at all of our favorite restaurants, having a blast, seeing old friends. Beautiful summer day. Everybody says, hey, CP, why don't we go jump off the bridge into the river we also jump off of? We were young kids doing flips into the river. And I said, man, I'm an old guy these days. I don't know if I'm capable of that. And they go, don't you worry about it, dude. You'll see there. It's a hot day. You're going to want to jump in, cool off. You're going to love it. We get there. My inner ear's going crazy. I don't even know if it's safe up on this bridge anymore. And then I realized that dog is right in here. And I was able to take a deep breath. I wish I had a mug. It would have fired me right up. And then I launched into the river. Perfect dive, perfect splash. Everything was amazing. And that's exactly what you're getting when you unlock that inner dog in you from Mug. Okay? So what I want you to do is next time you're craving a crisp, refreshing, frothy, unapologetic flavor root beer, wherever you get your groceries, you can find yourself some of this. And if you want to do it online, you go to mugrootbeer.com/find-mug and you'll be able to get your paws on some, just like I got them right here. Woo, 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 woo. All right, Wags, hit us with a beer league hotline.
I play in Division 8 of the beer league in Melbourne. Everyone is in their first couple years of hockey. I play D. I'm a pretty average skater, but I'm blessed with the bomb of a shot. Am I the bad guy for continually hitting teammates that insist on skirting the goalie? Every week we get into the locker room, some of my teammates complain that they now have bruises on their ribs, neck, back, or legs because they insist on trying to tip pucks even though they have hand-eye coordination of a toddler. Who's to blame here?
Here's the thing, Dan. He said, back, you are to blame. Because I hate a high clapper in beer league.
Well, I think that is the only question. Is are you hitting clappers?
Yeah, sure he is, dude. He's blessed with a bomb of a shot.
I don't know.
I bet it's a clapper.
D-League, like, the guys are barely getting air under the puck. He might just have a wicked wrister.
Let's live with clapper, though, because I bet it is.
If it's clapper, you're to blame every time, sir.
You're to blame for shooting a clapper on net. and it hits someone in the fucking leg?
I have said on many occasions, there are 3 acceptable slap shots, in my opinion, in beer league. One is no one in front of the net, just you and the goalie above the circles. Like if you're taking like an inside slot clapper on a goalie, like you're kind of an asshole.
Okay.
2 is a 1T. If it's like a really beautiful play, someone whips one around and you're getting a little bit of a clap going on a 1T. It's just a really nice play. Okay. And 3 is playoffs. Close game. And it's like, listen, dude, we're trying to win.
Yep.
If
4 is shootout.
Above the circles. Or above the dots. Otherwise, you can't be hitting clappers, man. Like, it's I play D as well, dude. And like, you have any idea how often I want to rip a clapper and I just throw a snapshot on there because I'm like, don't step into a clapper when there's 5 guys in front of you.
God, and it's like even the low ones can hit an ankle, you know?
Like, you know how you can still tip a shot, dude, on a wrist shot, on a snap shot.
But
you can still tip those.
Dude, can I play devil's advocate though? If these guys are as bad at tipping as he says, I'm like, you can also try to tip the puck from an Olay position where I'm like, get out of the way, dude, and like wave your stick at it.
Or do your best Fulton Reed, my man. Like, get out of the way. Like, you guys need to go. If you're gonna hit these clappers, tell these guys, get the fuck out of the way. I'm not stop, and like make it comical. Like when he gets the puck at the point, scream, dive, slide along the ice. It'll
dip, dive.
It will instill fear in your opponents. They'll be like, should I get out of the way? The goalie might get out of the way.
Yeah.
So you've got to establish that. Otherwise, we're going to be a battered and bruised team here. Because
I think the guys would insist that they're screening. So it's like, dude, we're not even trying to tip. We're just trying to screen and you're hitting us. I think they have the right to be there. He should maybe work on, he should put, hopefully he's shooting. Hopefully he's shooting at home. He's got his pad. He's shooting at home. He should put some obstacles in front of the net and work on shooting but around legs. Work on shooting between legs.
I'm going to say this. You, sir, you need to give them an opportunity to prove themselves right or prove themselves wrong. So you need to go, okay, for the next 2 games, I won't take a single clapper. I'm gonna throw wristers and snapshots on net. If you guys don't get at least 2 tips a game on these shots, I'm going back to clap.
Back to claps. That's a fair deal.
It's a fair deal.
That's a fair deal.
Because guys, if you can't get sticks on pucks when he's throwing wristers and snapshots from the point, you don't deserve to stand in front of the net. And if you want to stand in front of the net to screen, you better be okay with the fact that you might get hit by a clapper.
Yep. Done deal.
Simple. All right. Now we are going to kick it into a Bauer Hockey blind ranking. CP, what do we got today?
We've got hockey jerseys seen in non-hockey movies.
Oh, love. All right, Wags.
Ferris Bueller, Cameron's Red Wings jersey.
1. Number 1. Moving on.
Whoa, dude. Hold on.
Number 1, moving on.
Hold.
Number 1, moving on.
Hold. I don't know if that can be 1, Dan.
I do. I'm sure it can. I'm sure it.
Why is he wearing it? Why is he wearing a Wings jersey in Chicago?
Because Cameron is...
You didn't think about that. You didn't think about that.
He's a wild card. He's everything that you don't expect. You know when he says in that movie, when they ask what Ferris is going to be, and he says a fry cook on Venus, that's actually Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron is, he just knows. He knows when things are class. He knows when things are special. He identifies how special Ferris is. So he gets a Gordie Howe Wings jersey.
It is Gordie Howe, which is so sick.
So sick.
We can go 1 here, but you might regret this, dude. You might have fucked us.
No, because I know what's coming. I know these all very, very well. And listen, there are great ones. And I was about to say, all of these are going to be great. Yep. But I also, you need to identify it with the scene. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to tease anything with ones that are coming, but I will defend. It's like there are iconic shots in that movie in the museum where he's wearing a Gordie Howe jersey. Like it is part of the lore of that.
Yeah.
You know what? There are a lot of people from the 80s and 90s who see a Gordie Howe Red Wings jersey and they think of Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
should tell you something.
Okay, it does. 1.
Happy Gilmore Bruins jersey.
Really good. Now, what I want people to remember, dude, is it does not say Gilmore on the back of that jersey.
Yep.
It's just a Bruins sweater.
Which I think makes it cooler.
I think it makes it... I don't think it does anything. I just wanted to say that because so many people buy that Bruins jersey and get Gilmore 18 on the back. By the way, there was an episode a while ago where we were being like, why is it 18? And it's because there's 18 holes in golf.
Oh, sick.
I love this. I'm actually really curious what your take is on this.
I think you talk about what you just said about Cameron is exactly how I feel about this. Like, this is iconic. People picture that exact scene. Like, Happy Gilmore wearing a Bruins jersey on the course is like so above, like it extends beyond the just like, oh, that's a cool jersey sighting. It's like, that's the moment. Like, that's become the costume.
There are people who, when the Bruins showed their new jerseys this season, who went, they're rocking the Happy Gilmore jersey.
Yeah, dude. Like
that's
this
crazy.
could have even been 1 for me, so I have to put it at 2.
See, I think I agree and I'm okay, but I want you to know that I was going to make an argument for 4 here. That's how many great ones there are. But
God, dude.
I like the 2. I like the 2.
Do you want to meet at 3?
No, I like the 2.
Okay, 2.
Swingers Sue's Kings jersey.
It's a great scene too, dude. It's like the best scene in the fucking movie. But
This might be 5 for me.
But it could be 5.
Yeah.
It could be 5 because it's Sue wearing it, and he's a little Gretzky bitch, and he's not Roenick, you know.
It's just like, I think it's 5. Like,
I'm okay with that. I
don't think a lot of people are when you say this topic, things pop into your head.
Yep.
People start shouting answers. No one's shouting this.
Let's go 5. Let's go 5. One of my favorite scenes in any movie, but let's go 5.
5.
Wayne's World Blackhawks jersey.
One that comes to mind. I love that they're playing street hockey,
Game on.
but this might be 4.
Do you wish it was 5?
No. This is better than Swingers.
I think you're right. Fuck. I don't even know though.
This one,
Actually, because it's them wearing it, I think it is better.
Because it's them. The fact that they're playing street hockey is amazing. God, this is such a fun blind ranking. I'm going 4, and I feel pretty exceptional.
Okay, let's go 4. So we've got 2 big daddies, 1, 2. So we have a chance here, Dan. Okay, Wags, what's the last one?
Christmas Vacation Griswold Blackhawks.
Absolutely top to bottom, no questions at all. Perfect blind ranking.
Literally a masterpiece, Dan. An actual, we have pulled off an actual masterpiece.
Now, I know there are going to be a lot of Christmas Vacation truthers who are like, the Clark Griswold is number 2. You're wrong. I'm sorry.
You're wrong.
Like, the Happy Gilmore Bruins, it is synonymous with the movie. Like, there's a reason in the poster of Happy Gilmore 2, he is wearing the Bruins jersey. Yep. Like, this is a no-brainer, perfect blind ranking. And that is a perfect way to end a perfect episode. This might be the greatest episode of the Empty Noters podcast of all time.
I know.
I don't want to waste any time. Go to the merch store, buy some merch, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on socials, 5-star reviews. Make sure you tune in this weekend to all of the amazing golf content that's going to be coming out, and we hope you enjoyed that amazing Sam Bennett interview. We love you guys. Until we see you next episode,
skate hard.